Welcome back, Patriots. We are back on the Super Nintendo Classic, Liberty or Death, and we are in May 1776. Last time we were able to make some progress by getting Norwich and Berlin, getting our troops ready to strike back in the central region as we lost Baltimore. But I like where we're at. We were able to defeat Carleton and Pidgeot, and so we are getting much stronger, much better. But we're going to have to stall here for a little bit to reform some of these troops because, as you can see here, Schuyler and Pulaski are pretty beat up. But as long as we have DeKalb and Knox and Willett and Duportail and all these guys, we're okay. But we got to get Willett back up there. Ethan Allen needs to get back up into the fight. So we are still holding off a little bit. But the good news is I think we have the ability to rebuild and rebuild fairly quickly with the strength of our forces. It looks like they might be concentrating more in the central recently with some of their reinforcements, which also bodes well for us because we have some of our strongest people in the north, and they can be thinned out a little bit and we'll be okay in the long run. So our plan this episode is to make it through the summer congressional hearing without any problems. We did lose Conway after all. We're going to have to put Gates on a furlough before he leaves us and they try to bribe him. But hopefully we can get everything together, hold it to keep it going, and find ourselves a bunch of money since we will have New York all under our control. So this episode, we'll see if we can expand further north as well as lock down more of that central region, which Congress wants us to do fairly quickly. So let's jump ahead to the next major event or battle. Okay, I think we're going to press the initiative here and see if we can't take Roanoke. They haven't attacked us yet. Makes me think that they might be a little thin on troops there. We've got Francis Marion, who's really ready to go. Clark, not so much. Actually, before we do this, let's use this money to buy some weapons for the... Oh, wait, we don't have any money. So what am I talking about? So we're going to try to do it. We've got some help we can bring from Richmond. They're not as trained as I would like. But if we can get them out in the open, Marion and Clark, we know can carry the day. And we also know they could carry the day if we just get them to nighttime. So let's see if we can take out Virginia, which will hopefully help make Congress a little bit not happier with us. And then with our forces in Philadelphia, as well as Susquehanna, I believe we will have enough to drive them from the rest of it. So we have two solid officers here. The problem is they're not trained. Wheaton can get up there really quickly, but we're going to try it. If we have to reform these regiments, we will, because we're going to have to move stronger forces down into the south anyways if we're going to push them out of the southern colonies. Okay, I'm hoping for just maybe 2 or 3 units here. They haven't attacked us yet, so I'm hopeful. I don't know if that's going to work, though. This is good ground for us. Oh, they have more than 3. They do not have artillery that has a gun, though. And he's not trained. Brayman's not all that trained. Simcoe is decent. He could be trouble. DeBoyson is not that trained either. So what we are going to do, we are going to try to get Simcoe away from those mountains and move down this way as quickly as we can to use our own guerrilla troops to knock him out and then wait for nighttime to hopefully knock out the rest. The artillery is not a concern. We're not worried about the artillery. We're just worried about the infantry. I do not understand why he only has 7 instead of 8. Maybe 7's the best they can do. Oh boy. Now this is a little bit concerning because McDowell is not going to be able to get onto that mountaintop or that hilltop. He's going to take a shot here. Oh no, he went back. Well, that's good. We can get back on the hills and we can move our way up and get ourselves ready for a nighttime ambush of our own, if we don't mind doing so. Let them come. Let Francis Marion get his shot. Wonderful. The Daniel Morgan of the South. I mean, Mel Gibson's The Patriot was modeled after basically Marion, Morgan, and Sumter. Those were the main ones. Marion, the Swamp Fox here. Doing it in the mountains as well. Okay, now, since it is no longer nighttime, we're going to pull back. See if they'll come after us. He will not. We're going to wait one more. We're going to let Clark go after it this time. At nighttime. Ooh. We're running a risk here. Okay, he's not there. We're going to move up here. And here. Now we got them both ready to go. He's going after Marion. That's fine. Makes it easier for Clark to have more of an impact. Although I really would have preferred to get that one, Simcoe. We can move our other men up to help fight Simcoe. And there's the ambush we needed. He should be eliminated. McDowell is good enough to at least take a shot at Simcoe, see what we've got here. Preserving Marion is more important to me. And Whedon has the discipline. He doesn't have the training yet. But given how Simcoe... Okay, we're good. Let's take another shot, see if we can drive him from the field. Oh, wait, we can't drive him from the field. They don't have anywhere to retreat. We have to knock them out completely. Well, it looks like we're going to be able to do just that. It's just going to take a while. Excellent. Hopefully McDowell can still get the advantage here. And he does. All right. Things are looking good. We will again attack him. We do not want to get to nightfall. But we will wait to go after the infantry until nightfall. Can't move back, so let's just let Marion do his thing. Next turn, he should be gone. Oh, they're moving, they're rotating. Interesting. Finish him off, Marion. Well done, there's one down. Let's let Clark go first. We will make our way to knock out the artillery. Okay, 2 out of the way. Now we have the most difficult one. Luckily, he's not trained and his morale is not huge either. We are going to go ahead and move our men up here. It's nighttime. We have the advantage with our guerrilla forces, so we're going to hopefully get some good shots off here. Marion leading the way. Clark, if he can do the same. Well done. Okay, we're going to move McDowell out of the way because otherwise it's going to take forever. We're not going to be able to attack with him when we're on the hillside and move at the same. So this will help make things a little bit easier, a little bit faster. So we'll let Marion do the first shot. This nighttime advantage for the guerrilla troops is just so good. If you're ever playing through it, use that. It took me a long time to realize that too. It wasn't until my British playthrough that either I remembered that that was a thing or discovered it was a thing. But I take advantage of that. And it saves me a lot of troops defensively as well. So here we are going to keep working on the artillery. They are not a threat to us. But we are going to use the infantry to go after Bremen. We're going to wait till McDowell can get up there to do that. And see if Whedon, even though he's not trained, nope. I was hoping the huge amount of discipline would maybe get us flanking fire. Still a very successful fight for us. And it locks down Virginia, unless they try to do something from Baltimore. But if they try to attack out of Baltimore to Virginia, we're going to sweep in behind them pretty easily from Philadelphia and Susquehanna. All right, Clark can finish this one off. The whole 2 men with their pistols taking out 2 other men. Now Whedon gets the bonus. What's he at? 50 training. So he needs to have at least the 50 training. His discipline makes up for it. We're not going to fight with Marion until nighttime. Same with Clark. I think we'll just do this, get the flanking bonus, and sit tight. We'll let Clark do the last 4. But again, losing more men when they have fewer men than if they had the more. So, but still a success. We now have North Carolina and Virginia locked in. Christian Bremen. We will not release him. His tactics are pretty good. He's very loyal, but we have to release the others now anyways. Prevost is very similar to Bremen, but he doesn't have the discipline. So it's harder for him to train. De Bison I would rather have kept. He seems to be overall better, especially for releasing him at 84. Simcoe we will gladly release because we have all of Virginia. And as long as we hold it, he's no longer a threat. Okay, that is a first step to trying to seal the Central. Let's see if we have any ability to recruit anybody here. We are trying to load these up as best we can. We're going to go ahead and take a shot at Cleveland. He's at 71. Sometimes that... Okay. So that locks in a second one there. We can now move Caswell to occupy where Lawrence can move along, McIntosh can move along, and we're going to be in good shape. So let's jump ahead to the next event or battle, because it's not going to be in the South unless they come and strike us. We have new regiments arriving in the South. 2 of them in North Carolina. Richard Howe, he is a solid one. Campbell, he'll be good for garrisoning things. Loyalty-wise, Campbell's going to be taking more. Howe, we might be able to recruit right off the bat. We'll find out, but this is a good sign for us. We have more guys that we can just station in places as we march Washington down. So let's go ahead and actually see if we can recruit Howe. He should be here. We'll see if we can get him. Howe and Lawrence could move south to help with McIntosh. Yeah, this is actually a very good situation for us. Another great officer to have there. I think we have enough in Pennsylvania to drive further south, because Muhlenberg will be getting in there. I think we'll be in good shape as far as that goes. Okay, that means it is time to advance ahead. We are close to mounting an attack on Baltimore. I don't know if it will be in June. I've been trying to save up some points to be able to do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that launched or not, but we are going to try. So let's jump ahead. Okay, we are at Philadelphia. It is time to strike Baltimore. We are not fully trained here, so they're not at their best, but we do have some great officers. So you can see the training's not the greatest. The arms are there. We have Kosciuszko, who is going to be a key to this fight. And hopefully we'll be able to win the day. I don't know what they're going to have. They got reinforcements here. They might have a fleet sitting around, which if that's the case, that's going to be concerning. We are going to be able to send either Susquehanna or the other one. Duportail is not there. These are going to be needed to fight in Pittsburgh. Actually, we can send them all, can't we? Well, let's go ahead and just start here. I moved them up so that way they'd be able to contribute. So we've got Whedon, Dickinson, and McDowell. None of them are spectacular, but these are solid fighters. And if we take Baltimore, we will have time for them to rebuild before they're needed as they on the march south, because I think we'll have enough to be able to, with this group, with the help of what would be in Baltimore, to finish off Pittsburgh. But they're sending reinforcements as well. We'll see what they have. They obviously got some forces here. There is a fleet. That is a shame. Okay. We're just going to kind of get everybody up here and see what we have from that. We'll get Whedon and Dickinson and McDowell down here. We've got Butler and Gainsfort. Harmer. Zebulon Butler is not going to be anything. Wow, they have a lot of people. Okay. Whoa. No boats. We can get into a position to use Kosciuszko. So Patterson, not horrible. Roth isn't trained. We're catching him off guard. Barker's the same. Helmut Wolf, the same. No artillery for those guys. Jagerman could be a problem at night. Alan Jones, not a problem. Beverly Robinson, not a problem. Holder would be if he had a cannon. Same with Salber. He's not an issue, but I'm surprised that the British, they usually come stocked with cannons. Ewald is interesting, having the training that he has. So we're going to start with... Oh, Zebulon Butler can actually... We're going to use him first. So we're going to use Butler, who is going to stay behind anyways down the road. See what he can do here. That's actually a very good start. We can get Richard Butler, who's not all that well trained. But again, if I have to choose who gets losses, he's one I'm not all that upset about. This means Harmer is free to march down this way. I like our odds. We're going to get beat up a little bit. But overall, we're going to be in good shape. Question is, how do we get these guys here without getting blown up by the ship? Well, we could put Thompson in that fort himself. He'd be able to fire back. Well, if they want to come out and meet us, that's fine. And them not having any boats, that will be beneficial. Okay, so we're going to take out one of their better infantry units right off the bat, and then we'll be able to knock them down from there. And if all they sent was one unit, that leads me to believe that they don't have anything else there other than maybe one other unit. So we might be able to send St. Clair down there and get help from Susquehanna and Baltimore, and that'll just make us that much stronger. Stay on the hills. That's Wolf. He's got the discipline. He's going to be able to move up onto that hillside. Now, I'm going to move Wayne over this way, see if we can't distract that fleet somehow. I don't know who the fleet is chasing. If I did, I would move them up there in that corner, and maybe they would follow them up there and we could pin them in. But I don't know that's going to be the case. Okay, Wolf should be... Yep, there he is. He's in range of Kosciuszko now. And we captured Ewald, who unfortunately will probably not be who we keep. Now, one thing I need to be aware of is... So we are on turn 3. It still is not dusk. That means we have a lot of daylight. Being in June now, that's going to help us not have to worry about Jaegerman and his night fighting. Too much, anyways. Too much. We win this battle. In the next one, we have plenty of time. We can reform all of these troops. Thompson will take care of business. Him and von Steuben together. The discipline there. The training they can get up to. They're not there yet, but man, what a strong force. Yeah, they're not disciplined enough. They have hardly anybody who can move onto the hill the first time. We're going to knock one out here. Well done. We are not going to move any closer to Jaegerman. We want him to just... we're not going to attack again, actually. He's going to retreat. We're going to have to beat him next time anyways if he gets away. Otherwise, we're going to capture him. All right, they have Robinson there. Robinson versus Butler. I think we'll have the one up on this one. Good deal. And then Zebulon Butler, he's more of the disciplinarian than Richard, but he just doesn't have the tactical acumen. And again, we'll leave the southern front still. Oh, that boat is coming at us, the fleet is. Now we got the artillery within range for us to hit. Well done. All right, Wolf leaves. Who's up next? We will move. We're actually going to maneuver a little bit here. Harmer, take a shot here. That will help Richard Butler finish him off, and we'll put Zebulon onto the hillside since he has a stronger force. And instead of going after Robinson, we're going to just go ahead and finish this guy off. Let him try to retreat. Hopefully we will capture Holder. Again, we're waiting until daylight to move back after Jaegerman. I do not want to walk into some night fighting with him. All right, we'll come get you next time, Holder. Oh, they're going to have the fleet next time, potentially. So who knows where the... Yeah, they might be able to retreat from Pittsburgh still. Oh, no, Jaegerman got up there. Yep, that's a shame. Okay. We got to see where that fleet's moving to as well. Let's move up here, see if we can draw their attention. Let's let von Steuben get the first shot in. Excellent. Who is this? Barker. And this is Thompson at even half training. As he loses men, he's becoming more and more trained too, which makes him even more and more dangerous. Okay, we cannot go after Jaegerman at night. And I kind of want to try to preserve Gainsfort as much as possible. So he's not quite there yet. We're going to wait one more round before he does his fighting. We will put Harmer over here. He can definitely take those guys. And we get to get Whedon up. Since we know Jaegerman's not going to be an issue. Where's the fleet? Well, we captured one. Sauber's not one I'm going to keep no matter what. Jaegerman. Ugh. Brutal. Okay, we're... Ooh, they are getting within range of Thompson. And Knowlton. And Kosciuszko. So we got to move everybody back. Actually, let's move him up here. Kosciuszko can move down this way. Move Thompson back. Let's hold off. Actually, yeah, let's hold off. We will move Harmer up here. Take Jaegerman on during daytime. Much more successful. Got our southern guys coming up. I definitely wanted to get Dickinson. Need to get him before he leaves if we're able to cause too much... alleviate too much pressure. We do not want him to disappear, so we need to put him on furlough. Oh, we gravely injured Robinson. We'll let Gainsford go after this one. That's good. And he shouldn't be an issue anymore, so let's see if we can weaken Nah. Oh, good. We got the fleet moving backwards. Is everybody else going to start retreating? Not everybody. Okay. Alan Jones should not be an issue for us. We will let our southern friends come up to finish this one off. And over here, Meyer Roth should not be an issue either. But we will let Kosciuszko take care of that to ensure that. Oh, good. Fleet's moving even further. They want to try to get Thompson, apparently. So we keep him just out of range, we'll be just fine. 44. What if we move Wayne? We'll let Whedon take a moment. Let Dickinson get in here. He'll have Whedon's support. Now that I think about it, let's get Zebulon Butler up there because he has the discipline to provide flanking fire as well. All right. Nice and efficient here. 2 flanking shots. Let's go Dickinson first, then we'll go after him with Whedon. Gravely injured again. Our men are marksmen. Beautifully done. I'm hoping that the guy in the village will just decide to flee. Well, we captured another. Alan Jones. We have the forces to win this thing. So let's just sit tight. See if they retreat. Nope. Okay, he'll retreat this time. Then we'll see where the fleet is before we do any moves. Patterson has withdrawn, so there they go. Victory is achieved, and now we set our sights on Pittsburgh. And then we can reorganize as we move Washington and Thompson and those guys. We can't keep Alan Jones. We got to release him, which means he was our one that we could choose to keep. But we will. Oh no, wait! I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry about that. We just imprisoned 2 of them. Robinson was a waste too because I would never keep him normally anyways. Especially being militia. Oh, disappointing. Okay, let's see what we get with Susquehanna or Venango if either one can launch an attack. Unfortunately, we cannot send Dickinson on a furlough because Marion's not ready after moving up there. I was getting him up there in case we need him, but what a force we're going to have in the south with Marion and Thompson and Knowlton. That's going to be a good matchup. Okay, so we are in. Let's go until we get to Norwich to make sure we get to put Gates on furlough. I don't foresee us having any fights until then. Unless they attack us, because I'm a little wary of going after Fort Western. Although, if Ward thinks we can take it, we might go after it. This is where we need to get some men. No, we're perfectly fine. DeKalb's getting stronger and stronger as well. So he's able to protect Norwich. Beautiful. Here we have Ethan Allen still hanging out at Fort Stanwix. At the moment, he's kind of maybe bouncing back between parades and training. I really want to get him moving up north as well. Him and Willett both. Especially because his parades aren't really winning over anybody. Wooster is a guy when I recruit, very rarely do I ever move him. He generally stays in Hartford the whole war, parading around. Until he gets that maxed out, then I usually swap him with somebody else who doesn't have the reputation he does, because he is excellent for getting support. So Putnam got all the supplies we need. Now we just need to figure out, we got to get those moved and ship those around because we need food in number 11. That's another thing that's going to probably hold us back from marching and attacking Fort Western. Number 4. Okay, Mr. Boyd, are you able to gain anything with your reputation? Probably not. At a 21, he's not going to be of much use to us. Oh, but he got us something. We will take it. Everyone counts. We got to get New York's up. Virginia is now paying us 1,000. So now, if we can get New York up there. Oh, we do have a battle. Waterville is attacking Putnam at Berlin. Oh, they don't know what they're getting into, because he's going to have support in Cadwallader, Varnum, and Burr. All solid officers. And we're going to get Mr. Henry Knox coming in from Norwich, as well as Gates. So let's get Gates and Knox for sure. Alexander, Tillman. Actually, let's just send them all. I don't want to fight with Arnold. I don't want to fight with Lafayette. The problem is we've got to... Oh, we're going to have to get that bridge. Oh, no, not on this one. That's right. That was Norwich. What are they hitting us with? They got one up at the top. So who do they have? Fitzwalter doesn't have the tactics. Thomas Gage. Not good. He's back. Give us 132 for him. Leslie is well trained. He just doesn't have... He's really good. He just doesn't have the tactics. Brandt doesn't have the training. And Hill doesn't really have anything either. So Putnam, you're going to get support here. Just got to keep you alive. I really think we're going to put Lafayette. We're going to put Knox up here. They do have one boat. Yeah, we're going to get Alexander and Gates are going to hold off with Knox. They're going to hold off the top 3. Then we're going to use the others to go after Mr. Gage. Yeah, we should be able to do this. Leslie, we were able to beat up last time. Oops, wrong way. Just a matter of getting over there to protect Putnam in time. Gage is going to take forever to get through those hills. So I don't foresee us having too much of an issue. And again, I wasted a move. The only issue I have and concern I have is the night fighting with Mr. Brandt. So we want to try to take him out before he gets a chance to do any of that. And now that I think about it, we're going to actually move back to get him out of the mountains. They're going to come this way anyways, so we might as well fight him down here in the shallows. Because we can set up right here. We could put one of these guys, we could put Arnold maybe on the hill to block them from going around us as well. So I think we'll do that. Tillman's just providing extra cover. Yeah, Arnold's going to take the hill. Or maybe we let Tillman take the hill. That might actually be better. He's going to get reformed anyways. And here we go. Fitzwalter's going to come after him. So we're going to pull back. We will have a screen in front of him that he's not going to be able to break through. I don't think he might be able to move up onto the hillsides. I'm not sure. Ooh, not the best. Not the worst. Let's get Burr up here. That's much better. Cadwallader, get into the town. Now we've got it. That first shot was a little bit frightening. But now we're leveling in. We get the flanking support. And he will be done. You know, now that I think about it, we could just set right here. Move the... maybe not. Really don't want to hurt Arnold. This is going to be good. Forgot to move them out, and then he's going to get hit at night. Oh. No, they didn't hit him. Okay. Let's get Granny Gates. Get him out of there. We already messed up, and they're going to hit us at night. Not what we were hoping for. If we weaken them enough, we will not have to worry about the northern front for a little bit while we rebuild. Because they won't have anything left to attack us with up here. They can't. They look like they're running low on fumes as it is. Hal's sitting up here somewhere. Okay. Fitzwalter. We are going to have to let Fitzwalter go no matter what because I did mess up last time. Keeping somebody I shouldn't have, so I think it's only fair that we don't keep them this time. I don't know what's taking them so long to move in. I thought for sure that they would have hit Alexander already. And let's entrench this way. Nope. They're going to hit him now, but it's going to be daytime, so it's not as bad. Oh, and they didn't attack. Well, that's good. We can get up on the hillside. Let's go meet him. Cadwallader, you and Varnum. Let's meet Gage on those hills. We're going to be up there by the time he gets ready. Don't want to really engage with Lafayette, though. They're going to attack us at night. Oh, no, he's attacking now that he's on the hills. That was a pretty good one for them, too. Still pulling back. They're going to try to... No, that guy doesn't have a boat. I don't know what that guy's doing up there. Let's get at least one shot in here with Knox. Excellent. And it's daytime still, so we can hit him with all three. Not only do we get the shot with Knox to weaken him, Gates can lay into him. We've got flanking fire. I'm surprised Tillman did not take part in that. There we go. One more to make sure he's gone. That should be all she wrote. He will not attack us at night now. And now we've got our men up here ready to meet Gage as he comes up on that hill eventually. Captured Brant. We will release him as well, though. We're going to release everybody in this one for sure. Granted, I think Brant is New York, so I don't know that he'll come back either. I know they can serve in places directly next to their colony. I do not know if they... I can't remember if they can spawn next to places that face their colony. Oh, and he attacked Cadwallader, who's entrenched. 115. Oh, how I love fighting Gage. Not a fan of that one, though. Oops. Okay, so still entrenched. Now, if we have to, if he stays in that boat. Oh, we captured Gage. Battle's over. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get a few more licks in on the others, and I actually wanted to, if he stayed in the boat, we were going to move up so Knox could try to blast him and sink him. Gage. Am I hitting the right button? Okay, good. Whew. Fitzwalter, we will gladly take that money for you too. And Joseph Brandt, he is New York. I hope we don't see him anymore. The only thing that hurts him is his discipline. It takes forever for him to get ready. And now we have Nathaniel Green here. First thing we got to do is we got to furlough Gates. We're going to do 3 turns so we don't have to worry about it anymore. He should come back in the 70s at least. His men will be happier as well. Let's see if there's... We know we need to reform as well here. We're going to reform Alexander and Tillman. August is when we're getting them back. I'm interested to see if they're going to try to fight us or not. Arnold and Lafayette, once they get their training up, will be set to defend anybody. Arnold's at 46. It takes forever to get him going. Okay, so let's jump ahead to our next event. Let's see who our new regiments are for June, mid-June. We get Bennington. We got reinforcements in the north, people returning. And new ones in the... That's probably Muhlenberg there. And we get more in the south. That helps us solidify that. Things are looking good. Sumter is back. William Washington, John Thomas. We got Muhlenberg, Silliman, which is a great garrison spot, but he's not horrible when defending with him. We are set there. We got to furlough Sumter, though. Probably Silliman. Washington and Thomas, who are coming back well-trained as well. Ready to go in Bennington. We can move them up into Norwich and get ready to strike up into Montreal potentially fairly soon. And in the south, we really are solidifying. Let's take a quick look at how much we're going to get paid potentially next time. It's a matter of all these ho-hum faces, like New Hampshire, we just liberated all of New Hampshire. We just liberated all of New York. Pennsylvania, we're about to. Maryland, we did. Connecticut, we've held. Will we get these people to be happy with us is the question. I do not want a vote of confidence. Conway's not there, which is good. Robert Morris. Finance isn't great. Foreign Affairs Board of War loves us. The Marine Committee hates us. 5,100 in income. If we take Pennsylvania, we also get a bonus, and we're going to try to this time. Let's see if we can recruit whoever's here. We should be able to get Lillington. And then instead of moving northwards with Lawrence and the boys, we're going to move them south, start to accumulate an army in Georgetown and see what we can do down there. So speaking of which, let's see who else is with him. So Howe and Lawrence will be moving. Lillington will definitely be staying behind. So not much is going to be happening in the south here. So let's jump ahead where we can hopefully it'll be that battle for Pittsburgh. Uh-oh, we have an invasion fleet. This is the one thing we did not want to see happening. And they got by our fleet over there. Oh no. They're attacking Monmouth and we have nothing up. Oh gosh, they're going to hit with something big too. They only do this when they have a lot. What do they have? 2,000 men. We were one turn away. Well, we're not going to be able to hold this. Thought by having that fleet we would stop them. Now we're not going to meet our goal. We also have to redirect people. They could run all over. They only have 2,000 men, so it's not a lot. It's enough to cause us some headaches. Because they're behind where we want to be. Okay. Oh, that's disappointing. All right, let's jump ahead until we get that next event. And here they come. Attacking Trenton. So they're probably hitting us with 1,500. They won't be able to take Philadelphia. I know that much. Charles Lee against Grant and Tarleton. Tarleton, he's the one who also was the model for the bad guy in The Patriot. Tarleton, him and Morgan at the Battle of Cowpens. Oh, training to 56. I should have trained him instead of parading with him. Let's see if we can win it. We're risking capture here, but they can't charge us. This will tell us a lot right here. All right, we got a shot. We have a shot. Let's just sit there and defend. Try to win another 30. Okay, we got another 40. Dwindling them down. The next one's going to be the infantry one. Can we withstand the infantry assault? Here we go. Oh, that one's worse. That makes it iffy. Tarleton's not an issue. Question is, will we defend against Grant? Oh, we got the lead. Tarleton's gone after this one. No! Just what we didn't need. That's the only problem. Okay, we're going to see what Grant does on this one. Tarleton should retreat. He's probably going to be able to win now. Yep. We had it. We absolutely had it. But Tarleton's weakened. Grant is done. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Now they just took New Jersey. We had that held too. But we know they don't have anything in Trenton, and they only got like 500 guys they can reinforce with out of Monmouth. That's disappointing. Disappointing. We're going to send... Well, we'll send them for 2 turns. No, might as well do it 3 so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Might move a couple guys up to Maryland because it looks like we're going to need some help up there. So let's move up to Baltimore. We're going to need to spread out a little bit potentially. So Whedon and McDowell can both head up that way. Don't need rations. We'll take a little bit of powder. Man, that was a blow. We were about to win it, and then Lee gets injured. He got wounded, I believe. No, he was captured in real life and then came back all about trying to think he was better than Washington. All right, Armstrong is a capable commander. We've got Philadelphia that will have support. Any of these will have support. New York is more of a concern, which is why we will need to get back over there quickly. So the plan is to attack with Venango and then Pittsburgh and then move guys back real quick. The good news is Bedlock, although he's not very good, his training is going to be good enough that he should be able... Philadelphia also shouldn't be under threat because of this. So we've got enough men there, but losing New Jersey and missing out on the bonus is a shame. Absolute shame. William Woodford, we need to get him into the fight. He's a capable commander. Smallwood as well. He's well trained too at this point. Okay, this is going to be our attack. I don't care which one can attack because we're counting on the support. It is St. Clair. He doesn't have as many men, but he's better than Broadhead, so we're going to send him in. We do not have a lot of rations left, do we? Ooh. We're going to take a lot of powder as well because we're going to need it for the cannon. We need it with Kosciuszko. Then we'll be able to put Thompson and the guys back in Philadelphia and stop that little insurrection that's happening. Who do we want to leave? We could... I really would like to take Knowlton. So we're going to leave on... We'll leave Whedon. Take Knowlton. Knowlton gives us a little bit more versatility, and he gives us the night fighting bonus. And then we're going to get Susquehanna to help us out as well. And we'll see what we can put together here. They should be fairly weak. I thought this was going to seal the deal for Central. If only we could have had the Central region first, then they could have invaded New Jersey and I wouldn't have worried about it. I don't know which side they're going to be on. We're going to put Kosciuszko over here. Wayne, where he has fewer to... Oh, McDowell's going to take forever to get over. Oh, they have more units than I thought they would, but they do not have the men. Because they've got 65 there. Barker with 111. Patterson has the 500. I think that's probably their strongest. Jaegerman 119 could cause some trouble. Thomas Conway. Let's get him. Meyer Roth isn't going to really do anything. They are all in forts. That's the one kind of sticking point. We will go ahead and move Kosciuszko over here so he can at least bombard as he marches. We unfortunately have to wipe all of them out. Oh, actually, I need to move St. Clair over the other way, don't I? We got plenty of support over here. They've only got one guy that's going to move out to fight us. Knowlton, we're not going to fight until nighttime. And now that I think about it, we're going to save the ammunition until we reach these other units. All right. Let's see. Let me jump ahead until we get into some action. Okay, we are in position here. We've got our first bombardment there on Conway. The only problem is I'm afraid that they're going to send Jaegerman out to attack Kosciuszko. We got to get this help down here. Once we get through the initial, the guerrilla and Conway and Patterson, I'm not too worried. But that could be a little stickier. Let's see what they do with Jaegerman. Okay, the good news is that they did not send him out, which means we can use the nighttime to reposition. Wolf is not a concern for us. Okay, let's move back, reposition. Now we can also move Knowlton into the fight because we have the nighttime attack bonus. Nice. Well done. Don't want to move on to that hillside yet in between the forts because Jaegerman will be able to take a shot at us. Let's finish off this one, and that's one down. Let's clean up the rest. All right, we're getting into position. Powder's going to be the issue. Powder will be the issue. Oh, I forgot to attack with Knowlton. At night, no less. Ah. Well, we will let Glover finish him off probably. Well, no, you know what? Yeah, we'll let Glover finish him off. We are going to move Kosciuszko back up here because Wayne can't move onto that hillside yet anyways. Start softening up Jaegerman. And his men, we will move on Steuben up here, not to attack, but to be the flanking attack for Muhlenberg, who is not trained, though, so we probably shouldn't do that. Let's get somebody else in there instead. We'll use Muhlenberg against one of the other guys when they get weaker. No reason to waste him on this first battle, when we're going to need him over in New Jersey, apparently. Alright. Again, let's move Butler up and see what he does. Not against Patterson, though. Alright, the flanking attack was enough. I think we can use Muhlenberg for a shot. He's a good enough officer. Jaegerman's weak enough. We have the flanking. That's what we want to see. So we'll move a bit down, reposition again, get some other help in there. Anthony Wayne, once he gets into the fight, is great. It's just a matter of getting him there. We got Richard Butler. I don't know why I'm moving him up there over these other guys. Harmer especially, because he's getting better and better. He's in the 60s now to go along with that tactical superiority. Let's continue to move our guys around. We could go after Barker. Nice. Richard can take a shot at Jaegerman. Very good. We will let Mad Anthony Wayne get in there. That should be next turn. We'll be able to use the Butlers to finish him off and then get after Conway. We will let Glover actually take a shot at Conway. He's got von Steuben over there. Nice. Not as nice as I would have liked. I don't know. Well, I don't know why that wasn't better. I guess the fort. Well, we're going to wait till nightfall for Knowlton. That'll be the most efficient use of our resources. Go after Conway again. Finish this guy off before nighttime. That is a must. All right. Now we get Wayne over here to help. Of course, it'll have to be in the water. So the powder used by the infantry is 25 per attack. You got 50 for the artillery, which is why we're going to just hold off on the artillery for a moment. Get them up here now so they can be of use against Patterson up there, or Baker, whoever it was. Now Knowlton can do the finishing touches over here on Roth. While we work on finishing off Convoy. Weird. Muhlenberg, not yet. That wasn't ideal. We can get 3 on... Who is it? Is it Patterson? Yeah, we can get 3 on Patterson once we get rid of the village. Which might be on this defense right here. All right, there's another one down. Down to 4. And here comes Harmer. We will also have Kosciuszko softening him up first. Got St. Clair finally moving in over here, going up against Holder, who only has 65 men left. And no cannon, which is the best part. Knowlton finish off Roth. Let's start with Wayne. Then we'll go Glover. Now Muhlenberg. And von Steuben's there for flanking support, so we're not going to do anything. How are we on powder? 848. We don't have a lot left. We're going to have just enough. 798. Ooh. We are not going to attack with the infantry quite yet. We'll wait until nightfall. Let's let Wayne finish this one off. Okay, we'll let Glover finish this one off. And bye-bye Conway. You're going to be released every time because you're not very good. We like going after you. It's like Gage. He's one that we enjoy seeing. It's going to take a little softening up of that fort, though. One more bombardment, and then we'll be able to launch the assault. On this turn, he'll be below 400. We can let Harmer start it off. He should get some flanking support from Zebulon Butler. There it is. And that's good enough. We're going to hold off, though, on the other two. The other two don't have the numbers yet. We will wait until they get those numbers. 394 on the art. Oh. Oh, we didn't get any flanking support that time. Interesting. Oh, that's not good. We may have to reposition some of these men. 339. Ugh. .144. Let's see if Richard Butler. He's got one less. Nope, wasn't it. How are we on? Okay, let's reposition. And see if we can get some people in ready to go. Trying to get guys in who are going to provide flanking fire for us. So von Steuben, Gainsworth, these are all solid ones that we can make sure we're using the most out of what little powder we have left. There we go. Should be all we need. As long as we have the powder to do it. Ooh, 175. Oh, okay. Shouldn't take two more, or probably three more to get rid of him. Might do it on this turn. If not, it will be on the first of the next. Nope, we'll need one more after this. What are we at? 111. Just enough powder to see it through. What's that take us down to? 62. Whew. Just enough. Finish him off, Gainsford. And we take it. All those supplies will be plenty for St. Clair to rebuild there until somebody else comes along to replace them. So we solidified Pennsylvania. We will release Patterson. We're going to have to release all of them then. Conway. Jaegerman's the one I want. Holder would also be nice to take off the board. Jagerman giving him up for 60 is just so disappointing. All of them go back out there. They're all going to be facing us again. But that first one just was not worth keeping. Okay, so we are going to have to wrap this one up here. Next time when we come back, we'll be in the July meeting with Congress. Try to shift our forces back over to Philadelphia to stomp out this little small British force, which I think we should be able to do fairly quickly before they can try to do anything else or get any reinforcements. And then we will see if we can continue to push on north as well as regroup for a southern push as well. So thank you again for joining me on this one. Be sure to come back on the next one. And until then, take care. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day.